Hello viewer, welcome to today's program, Tax Matters, a production of Kaduna State Board of Internal Revenue, Kaduna. I am Jamila Midama, your guide. Tax matters in every state of the Federation is a matter that is given serious consideration for the development of the state and its infrastructures. That is why the Kaduna State Board of Internal Revenue deems it fit to bring the people in Kaduna State a new and important aspect for the public. In this edition of the program, we are going to have a good look at the new development. In an effort to build a purposeful as well as a robust taxpayers database, the state is introducing the new taxpayers card. The importance of this issue made His Excellency, the Executive Governor of Kaduna State, Alhaji Dr. Mukhtar Ramalan Yero, to leave his busy schedule to receive his taxpayers card. He even had this to say.
As usual, you know, they always make sure that if you are a leader, that you are not allowed to go to places where everybody goes. Just as he said, he wanted me to be registered or issued with my certificate. Is this certificate or card?
Tax card.
In my office. I said, no, not be revenue they look for. So I better go to where everybody goes. And that's why when I came, I decided to follow you and to follow the normal procedure. So that nobody, and I want to repeat to the Board of Internal Revenue, you should not take this equipment to anybody's house. You should not take this equipment to anybody's house. Anybody that wants to get his tax identification card, you should call to the Board of Internal Revenue. It has a lot of importance and weight. By the time you take your right to somebody's house, then you have no right to say that you should come and pay tax. So I'd like to advise you and also warn you, in as long as me and the Deputy Governor and the members of the House, today we are the one sided with this responsibility in this state. All other persons must come here to register. And I want you to ensure that you widen your scope and get more people in your tax net. People will think that I am joking, even by talking to my brothers and sisters here, that you must have your tax clearance and the rest. I am being sincere and honest. If we want to develop our state, we must pay tax. From the lowest to the highest, and from the highest to the lowest. There is nobody that doesn't generate an income, no matter how little it is. According to your laws, even gifts are taxable. Am I right? If somebody give me 110,000 naira, the Board of Internal Revenue is interested in a percentage. Yes. Is that not correct? Yes. So even all of us that goes from one office to the other and get 1 kobo, 2 kobo, you are supposed to be interested in that kobo. Am I right? Yes. Yes, sir. So you should get as many people as possible in your tax net. We want to develop, we have to provide the money for the development. What I'm only going to assure the people of Kaduna State is that we are going to account for every kobo that you give us for you to develop the state. If we don't account to you, we are going to account to our Creator. So whichever way we do, there is no way we can expect that accountability. So I would like to appeal to you to come to the Board of Internal Revenue, cooperate with them, collaborate with them, pay your taxes, and then you can now have the mouth to talk and criticize government for failure. Some of the people that are abusing government, criticizing government, they don't even pay the taxes. There are some that are supposed to be taken to court, and you hear them on radio abusing government. Are you going to allow them? No. Oh. So you should get your money from them. If they can criticize, they can abuse, then they should be able to be good citizens by paying their taxes. If they pay their tax and they say government is not doing anything, yes, we agree. But if you don't pay a kobo and you are looking for government to give you, you are supposed to give to the government and the government provides service for you. Then you have no basis and you have no right to criticize anybody. So it is important that the Board of Internal Revenue, you should wake up, you should do your job, and then avoid conniving. No favoritism. Don't see a friend and say he should pay less, and then you see somebody, whether an enemy or somebody that you don't like, and say you should pay more. That is not justice and fairness. Everybody should pay what the law says. And that is the only way that we can move forward.
The taxpayers' cards, it is a new concept, or it is an initiative added to the modernization program of the Kaduna State Board of Internal Revenue. The Kaduna State Board of Internal Revenue decided to come up with the taxpayers' cards to enable it to build a purposeful as well as a robust taxpayer database in the state. This card will also be able to widen our tax nets, and the card will also bring efficiency and effective service delivery. It will also assist or to ease the issues of tax clearance certificates. As far as the Revenue Board is concerned, the card is meant for both the taxpayer in the employment sector as well as the self-employed. What we talk here is anybody who is in employment, he earns salary, so the pay as you earn system will be captured and also register him. And also in the other aspect of the personal income, the other is self-employed, that's the what we call the assessment, that we are going to register all the informal sector, also including the professions, the high net worth, then the market women, all category of the taxpayers, what we call the professional order association, all the taxpayers and unions that belong to the informal sector will also be captured in the tax net, and is going to be given these very tax cards. You can go to our website, you can access it anytime, and also at the Revenue Board we can access it anytime. So which as well as a data-based initiative. So at any point in time, that's why you have the card whenever you want to, and then you can also present this card wherever you go as an evidence that you are also a registered taxpayer in Kaduna State.
This effort will widen the tax net of the state revenue base so as to have an efficient and effective service delivery in the issue of revenue generation for the state and the people. The new taxpayer's card will contain all information on the taxpayer and provide him with an easy access to check all information on his payments and allow him to obtain all tax-related documents and clearances of his payments anywhere he is. Now, what are some of the immediate and outstanding benefits of this new initiative? And how can you obtain this new taxpayer's card?
These cards will entail all information regarding a taxpayer. What I mean here is, it is going to be administered in a biometric format. The taxpayer will come to the Revenue Board after filling all these three forms, then he will come to the Revenue Board and have a biometric registration where his thumbprint and the fiscal cap picture will be captured, and then he will be issued with what we call the tax card. The tax card will be something like this. And these tax cards will, whenever the taxpayer or the Revenue Board want information as regards to the taxpayer, everything, every information, every data regarding taxpayer for the past 3 years will be seen in the computer. So what he needs to do is, the moment he inserts this into the system, then the information regarding taxpayer will be shown, regarding his name, his total income, his various sources of income, then his addresses, his tax identification number, and all other information. And one thing, one advantage of this also, the moment the card is inserted, apart from the information, it will also bring out his last tax clearance certificate, which is going to be seen and scanned. So we'll understand the last time the taxpayer has paid his tax, and then we'll be able to let you. And one advantage is the moment he's registered, he's going to get an SMS card. And at the end of every year, the data is built in the sense that when the taxpayer is due to pay tax, is going to be alerted. You get alert that you are due to pay your tax clearance and to pay your tax income.
The Kaduna State Board of Internal Revenue wants you to have your own taxpayer's card, as a tax-paying citizen is a responsible citizen who always gets value for the tax he paid through good projects, development in the state.
It's a normal form we issue, what we call the personal income tax return forms. We file in the return to do every year. So when you come to, at the beginning of every year, you come to the Revenue Board, we give you the form, you fill in your necessary form. So when you fill the form, then if there are two issues here, if you have not registered before, a new taxpayer, then you need to come. We give you a form, you fill in the form, then you get what we call a tax identification number. You get tax identification number, and then we open a file for you. And after that, then we come and then we do the biometric registration. We capture you physically, we get your thumbprint, and then instantly you give us your GSM number, and then you are going to get SMS alert that you have now been captured. And if you are an existing taxpayer, at the beginning of the next year, every year, when you come with your card, then you also access it into the system. It will bring it out and let you know that it's now due for you to renew your tax position every year.
Obtaining this card is not difficult, but very, very simple. Just walk to Olusegun Obasanjo House, Yakubu Gowon Way, first floor, just like how the governor and his deputy and all the executive and legislative council members did. You will meet the receptionist. The people at the reception will receive you with open hand, provide you with a form and a detailed information on how to fill it. After filling the form, return it to them, and if you are registering for the first time, you will be provided with a file number and a TIN number, that is tax identification number. If you have once obtained a tax clearance certificate, that means you are already a registered taxpayer who has a file. Detailed information from your file will be used to give you a TIN number. Then you proceed to the office where the act of capturing your image and thumbprint will be done biometrically. Ahmed Mazangari, Tax Revenue System Officer, and his colleagues explain.
Each taxpayer will have a TIN number which will be on the card, and on this card, with this TIN number, a taxpayer should be able to log in online, to be able to see his or her own details on the tax about the taxpayer. So basically, with this system, we are capturing each taxpayer's record. Then after capturing, we now save in a live server where this is the printer. Then we will now print out the card immediately from the live server. So basically, with this system, they should be able to tag in. If I tag in this card on this system, it verifies, it brings out the taxpayer's record. If I verify another one, it brings out the next taxpayer's record. So with this system, they should be able to have a secure database whereby each taxpayer knows that he has a secure database. When a tax collector visits a taxpayer with this card, he should be able to know his status. If you tag in this card, the system will be able to generate a status. Okay, this taxpayer has already paid his tax emolument, or he hasn't paid his tax emolument.
Biometric RFID cards will be used to verify and identify these taxpayers. It will help us know who are taxpayers and who are not taxpayers. It will help us get accurate data of the number of people that are collecting tax in Kaduna State.
We sat down and thought of how to basically how to improve the technology and make it easier for taxpayers and the government to generate revenue and while the taxpayer is still smiling. So that is why we decided on an RFID card, which makes it easier for the taxpayer to checkmate his tax activities worldwide, no matter where he is in the world. Yeah, he can check his taxes, make sure it's going straight to the government, and expects the government to use the taxpayers' money to do various projects in the future.
We came across some citizens of the state who already obtained their tax clearance card, and this is how they obtained it.